Hi guys, my name is Sansi, and this is going to be a new series about archangels. So I had a subscriber of mine request me to do videos on archangels because she doesn't know very much about them, and I don't know that much about them either, and I've been wanting to learn anyway. But my most of my experience has been with Archangel Michael, and I want to say like 4 years ago, I wasn't even sure I believed in archangels. Um, but just to kind of like test the theory out, I decided I was gonna do a meditation, call Archangel Michael in, and see, just be open to an experience if I had an experience at all. I wasn't even sure. I didn't even know if I would have one or anything. But what happened was I was probably meditating for about 15 minutes, something like that, and all of a sudden, and did I say this? This was probably almost 4 years ago. It could have been a little bit longer now that I'm thinking. It could be about 4.5 years ago. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Um, but what matters is I was meditating and I was praying to Archangel Michael for me to uh, have an experience with him, or just asking him to be with me. And when I was praying, I told him, hey, I don't know if I believe in archangels. Um, but I'm willing to give it a chance. So about 15 minutes in to the my meditation and my meditation slash praying, I started feeling like a heaviness on my body, like my whole body got heavy, like it felt like one of those weighted blankets. It felt like that, but it was all over. I mean, my head, like everything was just felt weighted, like I was starting to feel weighted down. And I thought that was really interesting. But I really feel like that was Archangel Michael's way of showing me that he was real and that he was with me. So, and I felt this way the whole rest of the day. It didn't matter, after I got up and doing dishes, running around, doing errands, running errands and stuff, I still felt this heaviness all day. It wasn't a bad heaviness. It wasn't like heavy negative or anything. I didn't feel negative at all. As a matter of fact, I felt very calm. Um, like everything is fine. It was kind of a serious feeling. Um, but not depressed or sad or anything like that. Also, it wasn't happy or giddy or joyful either. It was just, um, I just feel like it was just a presence. I just felt his presence. So I asked my daughter, I said, I've been feeling this, you know, most of the day. Would you meditate and do the same thing that I did and see if you feel anything? And she did. She meditated for, I don't know, probably 20 minutes or something like that. And she said she felt this heaviness come on her. It was a heaviness. And we compared notes. It was exactly the same feeling. And so ever since then, I believe in Archangel Michael. So I will pray to him for protection. I do this every night, or every time I'm driving the car, I will call on his protection to get me to work and home safely, or to the store and back safely. Um, and I'll call upon him different times too. But anyway, my subscriber, her name is Kristen, and she wanted me, so hey, shout out to Kristen. Hey, girl. So I wanted to do this, and I'm going to go through the archangels one by one, but I wanted to start with Archangel Michael because he's the only one that I have experience with so far. But and before I upload any more videos on the other archangels, I will do a meditation again and see what I get, if I get anything, and if I do, I'll let you know, okay? But anyway, one archangel at a time. So what I did was I looked up a bunch of information on Archangel Michael. And so I have 2 pages here that I wrote down. So 2 full pages that I wrote about Archangel Michael. So I'm going to read it to you. And I'm not the best reader. I can read really fast to myself in silence, but reading out loud is a challenge for me sometimes. Well, almost every time. I'm just not a very good reader. But anyway. So I'm going to say, and it's all a little different, you know, like I got little different like paragraphs. So this will be like all about one subject, and then this one, and then this, you know, so I kind of cut them in categories like that. But 2 pages, so there's the other page. But anyway, okay, we'll get started. So, and I just Googled this information too, so I didn't like check out a book from the library or anything like that, or buy any books or anything. So this is just what I Googled online, okay? So it says, Saint Michael is a spiritual warrior in the battle of good versus evil. He is considered a champion of justice, a healer of the sick, and guardian of the church. In art, Saint Michael is depicted with a sword, a banner, or scales, and is often shown vanquishing Satan in the form of a dragon. So he's like killing Satan, but Satan is in the form of a dragon. Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and Raphael are considered the highest archangels by the churches. So I'll probably do Raphael next, and then Gabriel, and then we'll just take it from there, okay? But I think it'd just be interesting for other people that don't know much about archangels, and we can just kind of learn together, okay? And leave me a comment and let me know if you like this or not, you know, or if it's beneficial, you know. So, okay, so then it says, Michael is a protector of people and the church. He escorts people in the afterlife. He leads the army of God. Why should we pray to him? To gain his protection, to strengthen our bodies and souls against the power of evil, and to grow in humility through greater reliance on God and less on ourselves. He represents the lion. So if you see a lion in readings, and this is my own thing that I wrote here. So he represents a lion. So if you see a lion in readings or elsewhere, think of him, because I am definitely going to think of him when I see a lion in readings or well, it depends. Like if I saw one on TV or something, I will probably always think of him now, right? And so you might too, because it might mean something. And then it says, what does he smell like? I would have never thought about what does Archangel Michael smell like. But anyway, this was part of the information. He smells like bergamot, patchouli, light florals, and musk. The scent of strong spices is a nod to the way Michael defends us in battle. while soft sandalwood nods to his gentler role of being with the sick and dying. So he does, I guess, escort people to the other side through their dying experience, and or if they're really, really sick or something, he'll be with them. So that's comforting to know. Call upon him to fight your inner and your outer battles in everyday life. So whatever, problems you have, inner turmoil or outer problems in your 3D life, then call upon him and he can help. And we do have to ask because we were given free will. So, but the second that you ask for help, they will step in and help. They will step in and take over. And then you don't have to worry about it anymore. And I mean, I've called upon him so many times and he steps in and takes over. Because I couldn't arrange things in my life to that ability, that good. You know what I mean? So I know that he's helped me multiple times, and he'll help you too. Okay, wear a St. Michael necklace for protection, so you could wear that for protection. Catholics pray when facing disease, disaster, and despair. So, yeah, that's when Catholics they are praying to him for disease, disaster, and despair. He holds a scale in one hand and a spear in the other, judging who is worthy of heaven. The righteous soul outweighs the unrighteous soul. So his scales, they'll be in balance, right? But he supposedly weighs your soul on one side and it'll be heavier and it'll go, it'll unbalance the scales. Now I'm not sure about the unrighteous. If it goes back one way, the good souls go one way and the bad souls go the other way. I'm not really sure. But that's all it said. Michael and other angels cast Lucifer out of heaven, so he was made chief angel. He is one of the most powerful beings in heaven. He has golden hair with bright blue-gray eyes. He wears robes studded with jewels and embroidered, with jewels with elaborated embroiderment fabrics that resemble the formal dress of a Byzantine. I'll spell it for you. Byzantine. Byzantine. I'm not sure how. I'm sure I butchered that. Byzantine quarters. He is shown wearing a belt or lasso similar to those worn by Orthodox deacons during church services. He protects the soul of the deceased. Angels are pure spirits, so do not have a gender. So even though we call him Archangel Michael, I guess he doesn't really have a gender because they're not male or female. His wings are dark gray, same as his twin brother Lucifer. But I read where Lucifer lost his wings. I can't remember where I read that. But anyway, I don't think Lucifer, is Satan. He lost his wings when he fell from heaven. But Archangel Michael still has his wings, and they're a dark gray color. The name Michael is of Hebrew origin and means who is like God or a gift from God. September 29th is St. Michael's feast day, and it says Eat a goose and want not for money all year long. Also, pull up the last of your carrots in your garden on the same day. If you find a two-pronged carrot, this is extra good luck for the year. So we're supposed to eat a goose on September 29th and pull up our carrots and hopefully find a two-pronged carrot, okay, for extra luck. So that's crazy, isn't it? Anyway, I guess I read both pages already. But yeah, that was it. That's all I came up with when I Googled it. So I'm sure if I would have probably clicked on whatever ones, you could go into more detail. But I didn't want to write a book. So anyway, this is just some fun facts about Archangel Michael. And I really hope that everyone who's watching this will go into a meditation and have patience. It's going to take, it could take up to 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes or so. I'm not sure. It's probably different for everyone. But I just hope that everybody will give these archangels a chance and go into a meditation and just see what you feel. You might feel something different than the heavy, like, cloak that I felt and that my daughter felt. I just don't know. I don't really have anybody to talk to about archangels, so I've just never talked about him to anyone or any of the archangels, so I just don't know if you'll have the same experience. I don't know if other people have had the same experience or not. I just don't know, but I'm really curious to know. And I would like for you to just call on him, just call him in, Archangel Michael, however you want to say it. I wasn't fancy at all about it because I wasn't even sure I believed in Archangel Michael or any of them. So I was just like, okay, I'm praying to Archangel Michael. I want to know if you're real or not real. And if you can show me in some way that you are real, it would help me to believe it. I mean, I think it was something like that, that I said. And but that I'm open to the experience. I'm open to protection. I'm open to guidance and help in any way, shape, or form. Just something simple like that. And then just try to meditate and clear your mind and see what you feel. And if you feel anything, please leave it in the comments because I am so curious. And I would like to open up the discussion about these archangels because it just seems like in my mind the archangels had to do with the church, and I'm not a church goer. I do believe in God, and I'm very spiritual. I'm just not very religious. So I just wasn't sure what to think about it, and I don't have anyone to talk to about it. So it would be great if we could talk together in the comments, about it and compare notes, all right? And if you know anything that I haven't said here, then please leave that in the comments as well, because I am totally open to learning anything new, all right? Okay, guys. Well, I hope to see you on the next one, and it'll be about Archangel Raphael. All right. Bye-bye.